Hi everyone, today's show is a special one. After many months of waiting, we've finally taken delivery of the new 2024 Yairis, some of the best guitars we've ever played. Super excited for this one. Join us as we dive in and take a closer look. I made some fluffers in that, but I don't care because it sounded so cool.
Fluffers?
Yeah.
Did you?
Some jazz. There was some experimental jazz, I think.
Somebody once said there aren't any wrong notes on a fretboard.
Really?
It's just placement, timing.
I am playing the right notes, just not necessarily
in the right place.
order.
That's all right. I didn't hear any. Did you hear any?
You heard some, I'm sure of it.
Everyone.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Welcome back. It's a great day today.
It is a pretty cool day today.
I am a little bit speechless of some of these, I think. We have the new Yairi line here.
We've only had them here for a very short time, and I'm still getting to grips with them. I'm still trying new ones and deciding that's my favorite, and then I'm picking something else up and deciding that's my favorite.
So continuing on our insane amount of R&D we've done this year, we've got a new Yairi line as well. I'll be honest, when I was at the factory a couple of months ago, I only saw about 5 of these, and the rest were still in production, so I could see them. I couldn't play any of them.
Yeah.
And after we'd done some bracing R&D, we spec'd all these out, found some new woods. So actually, I've been on the road, had these for...
I didn't realise this was such a special and rare wood.
Piece of wood, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Chris has been travelling, and Sam and I have unboxed these and done a bit of filming with them.
So on my way home thinking, there's 30 brand new Yairis here or whatever. I need to spend time with them, and it's like we did construction and we built samples and then we spec'd everything out, and of course there's a lot. I just haven't played them yet, so getting here is fun.
Been a few changes.
Should we jump into the woods first, or should we jump into the bracing first? Or the voicing?
There's a slight change to the voicing.
Slight change. And when we talk about like perpetual R&D, everybody's always doing something, and I think that's a great culture to have in a company or a product line or whatever it is. And we've talked about finding that perfect balance.
It's tweaking, isn't it?
Tweaking, constant tweaking. And it's curiosity, really.
Yeah.
When we talk about finding that perfect balance between strength and vibration, like where is it?
Yeah.
And also it keeps moving, because as you learn more from all that R&D or tweaking, messing around, thinking, what you thought was right can change. Or what you thought you loved could get better, or offer something different, or whatever it might be. From that tweaking, we've decided to revoice our Hondurans and Masterworks series, the all solid guitars.
Yeah.
And when I say revoice, again, it's progression. It's not like they didn't sound great, because obviously they sound fantastic. But when you are progressive in your R&D, you want to find new stuff. So we changed the bracing.
But not on everything, right? You were telling me you've changed the bracing on the OMs and the parlors?
They are lighter braces.
Yeah.
So the weight has changed.
Yeah.
So the position of the braces and the scalloping of the braces are very similar to what we called FST2 bracing, what we had in the previous series, current series. We've gone to something called FST6. So we now have shape-specific bracing, where before we had the same bracing in a dread that was in a parlor, but it was slightly different positioning, and that's about it.
And the thinking behind that is because there's a different side, the area is different, the tension's different.
Tension.
Yeah.
It's all about tension, really.
Yeah.
Well, again, strength and vibration, certainly strength. You know, you've got more tension on the guitar. You've got to have enough structural integrity in there for that. Where smaller guitars, especially parlors, have shorter scale, less tension, less top, less surface area. So we have very specific bracing for OMs and parlors, and we have another type bracing for dreadnoughts and grand auditoriums. And now they each work wonderfully in their, I shouldn't say that, because they worked wonderfully before, and I don't want people to think, oh, these are so much better. They're different. The difference is the guitars have a more open sound. I think they're sonically free from being new. These guitars are brand new. Somebody who's on our team, George, always says,
these are the worst they're ever going to sound.
these
That's
are the
a great
worst
line.
they're ever going to sound.
That's a good line.
So you pick these guitars up and they sound great, and like he'll say, that's the worst they're ever going to sound. They just get better from here on in. So they're more open, and there's a wider reach, I think, when tonally. And they're just, for me anyway, and some people will disagree with me, and others will like FST2 better, and it might suit their playing better, but we've moved to FST6 throughout the whole line, certainly for Masterworks and Honduran, and they're really beautiful sounding guitars, I feel anyway. Are they more beautiful sounding than the previous bracing? For me personally, and certainly within the team, we liked what they were doing more.
Yeah.
But you pick up an FYM 66 and it sounds amazing. You pick up a new one, it sounds amazing. It's just a bit different.
There's a difference between, so the dreads, the bracing, the X hasn't changed, but you've changed the...
So we kept the same weight on the
bars.
X. Tone bars have become lighter.
Yeah.
On the OM, we've actually made the OM body deeper by 5 mil, which is 1/8 of an inch. And I always looked at that OM body and thought, it is slim, and if we're changing bracing, let's just drive let's create a little bit more air volume.
More air.
Drive that top a bit more. I think the OM is probably the biggest difference because of that.
You know, I mean, I haven't done much in the way of listening and testing. We've done a little bit, but I'd like to sit for a while and really hear that, because those FYMs were always really special guitars, you know. The 60 HD, the 66, they were incredible, you know.
And still are.
Yeah.
So once we were working through that, you know, then I thought about tonewoods. And actually the market has told us what they like. So we dive into lots of the magic rooms at Yairi, and you start finding stuff. And we didn't find a haul like we found the Honduran.
Yeah.
But we did find some really special things. And that's one of them.
This is one of them.
And well, like you said this morning, that guitar sounds like it looks.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you say, chocolate or something?
It's like chocolate. It's like, yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, it has it's smooth, it's kind of mellow, it has, and also it looks, you know me, I'm a sucker for this kind of look of cedar, and the grain is, I'm sure Sam will do like a bit of a close-up.
So this is redwood. It's North American Californian redwood.
Yeah.
Mr. Yairi had it for decades. Again, they don't know how long. We found a certain amount. There's not a lot. It may only be available for a year or two in our line.
Right.
But we wanted to bring it to the market. That piece of wood is so high quality. When you look at this in the light, the grain is so tight. It's so straight. The color is so deep. And then the medullary lines, because it's so well coated, it almost like has a metallicness when you put it in the light, and it's just stunning. We don't know how it came into Mr. Yairi's possession, and I need to learn more about redwood. Is what I know so far. There's coastal redwood, and there's obviously sequoia.
Yeah.
And then there's giant sequoias.
The giant sequoia.
I believe giant sequoias have certainly been protected for very, very long, rightly so. Coastal redwood, I think, was more available for a longer period of time. Whatever type of redwood that is from, it's from a very old, massive tree.
Yeah, because of the size of the grain.
The grain is so tight. It's hard. It's tough to count, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it was this very, very slow-growing redwood, with a coastal or sequoia. So it's a DYM 74.
74.
This is a DYM 72.
Yeah.
So this one, well, we've never made this before ever, is a 4A Adirondack top with East Indian rosewood backs and sides.
You were visibly excited when you picked that guitar.
I've never played one of our guitars with Adirondack and Rosewood. We've never made one before. We only started using Adirondack red spruce when we started the Honduran series. People love it, and why not? It's so clear and lovely and responsive. So we paired it with some rosewood for this new line, and I got to tell you, I think this guitar's maybe with me for the rest of my life.
That's it.
It's just... it's like... And it's... but it's clear as well, it's all like... So when I play a DYM 68C, I do fall in love with it every time I play it, but I just think I gravitate towards rosewood maybe. But yeah, we've got redwood and Adirondack tops.
Yes. Paired
with East Indian rosewood, which has been at the factory for years also.
And we can move on to other stuff the next time.
We can move on to other stuff.
Yeah.
So new Yairi line, we're going to launch it at the NAMM show 2024.
Looking forward to that.
We'll be there next month in California. And we have lots and lots of new Yairi models. We've expanded our grand auditoriums. Got a nice maple one with a shadow burst, with a flame maple backs and sides. We've got redwood in Dreadnought, grand auditorium, OM.
Yeah.
Adirondack in the same. We've got some sunburst.
Yeah.
Sunburst with a herringbone on an OM.
We've got a 14 fret dread on a sunburst.
Correct.
Which is the...
Oh yeah. DYM 70 sunburst. Yeah.
That's right.
Are we allowed to show this little one?
Yeah, definitely. I think we should.
This is so pretty. And that is a PYM 66, which is all vintage Honduran mahogany. This guitar sounds exactly how it looks.
Yeah, it's incredibly warm.
Warm. It's got that parlor thing going on,
a
little bit open still.
Yeah.
We get lots of questions about our vintage Honduran, we found a certain amount. It will run out this year. Well, 2024.
Yeah.
So, the stuff that Mr. Yairi did buy 50 years ago or whatever is, we have worked through it wonderfully well. But we will continue Honduran. And we found some more amazing wood, but the vintage stuff purchased by Mr. Yairi will run out in 2024 at some stage. So that's a great little instrument.
That is stunning.
And then we've got a parlor there with a sunburst. Can you use that one?
I will.
That's Sitka mahogany. Nice vintage burst on that, which is great. And then we've got an OM with herringbone in, which looks amazing.
I know.
We will make more shows. We'll go through each model. We'll do loads of A's and B's.
Beautiful. Nice one, mate.
Thanks, guys. See you
Cheers,
next
guys.
time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you want to watch more videos like this one, click the video on the screen now.